What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Slam Gameday Playbook Live Show. It is NFL Week 7. Coop, my friend, how are we doing today, man?
How am I doing, dude? It's not only NFL Sunday, but it's National Tight End Day. Let's go,
Is it
baby.
is it National Tight End
It's
Day?
National Tight End Day today. I had to decide whether I was going to wear I was going to have to decide which of my Patriots number 87 jerseys I was going to wear. The Rob Gronkowski or the Ben Coates. Went with the Ben Coates though. Went with the
There you
throwback
go.
today.
There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad. I did not realize it was National Tight
How
End Day.
dare you, dude?
Let's just kick off the show.
It's not on your calendar?
No, it's not. Let's just get it out of the way then. What's your number one DFS tight end play today?
Yeah, so honestly, in honor of, and I usually am a pay down guy, I'm usually a discount guy. In honor of National Tight End Day, I went out, I made some lineups with Mark Andrews. I paid up big. I didn't pay all the way up to Travis Kelce because he's in a smash spot. Over the last 5 games, 5 times he's played the Chargers, he's averaged 25 fantasy points, Travis Kelce. So if you can afford him, get him in there. But he's like $8,000. He's crazy expensive. Mark Andrews going up against Detroit. Detroit came out and they said, hey, you know what? We're going to stop this tight end business. We're going to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. And sure enough, CJ GJ got hurt pretty quickly. So the Lions have been one of the bottom 3 matchups for tight end, and Mark Andrews is a lock, baby. So yeah, Mark Andrews. We're gonna spend a little bit on tight end today, John.
I like it. I like it. The Mark Andrews one's a little bit surprising. Some people are obviously a little worried about the Detroit matchup here today. Brian Branch is back for that defense here.
That's
So
good. That's good for Mark Andrews.
that's good for Mark Andrews. Okay.
Get the better cornerbacks covering Zay Flowers and those guys.
Well, Branch is a safety. So
Yeah, but I mean, like he's not the strong safety; he's the free safety. The strong
sure.
safety is CJ GJ. So the free safety, he falls into the group that covers the wide receivers.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that plays out today. Now, we have a lot of questions this morning, Coop. I heard your SiriusXM show with Howard Bender an hour ago. A lot of questions coming in today. The running back position is once again in flux, dealing with the Rams running back situation, dealing with the Cardinals running back situation here again. We know the Bears with Donta Foreman. How are you approaching this today before we jump into these questions?
Yeah, I'm avoiding especially in DFS, I'm just avoiding the situations where it's up in the air, even if it's close. So like with the Rams, I'm staying away. With my regular lineups, I'm not trying to guess whether Christian McCaffrey is going to play and if it's going to be Elijah Mitchell or Jordan Mason. So I'm staying away from that one. But I am willing to lean into situations that we know, right? So we know Donta Foreman's going to be the top dog. He was the other game when Roshan and Khalil Herbert were out. So we like that. Jahmyr Gibbs, people are saying, oh, Craig Reynolds is going to come in, blah, blah, blah. The last time David Montgomery was out, Gibbs, a guy who usually gets 7 or 8 carries, got 17. And they came out and said they're going to lean into him. So I'm all right there too. So yeah, I'm trying to stay away from as many of the ambiguous situations as possible and lean on the known commodities.
Sure. I listen. I understand that completely. I was given a lot of Royce Freeman because at the very least he's going to be not Royce Freeman. Sorry, Donta Foreman, because he's at the very least going to be the lead back that we know is going to get the ball in an offense here. So a lot of uncertainty surrounding the other positions there. So I see Coop, we are loaded already.
Yeah.
The chat loaded.
Let's get in there.
So let's just get to it. If any breaking news and inactives come our way, we will certainly have that for all of you here, but let's get the chat going. First question of the day: Ty God or Cousins, 6-point TDs, 10-point for 300-yard bonus.
Yeah, so for me, I'm still in on Cousins simply because I obviously it's not the best matchup, but it's not really a situation where they can run. It's a 44-point over under, so there will be points scored, and they're 6.5-point dogs. I mean, these are the exact situations where Cousins comes out and throws for like 300 yards in a game where they lose. And if you have a 10-point bonus for 300 yards, that's the spot. I just can't see Tyrod Taylor, even if he has a good game, throws a couple touchdowns to Darren Waller, whatever. It's hard to believe he's going to throw for 300. So I got to go with Cousins. You're with me, John?
Yeah, I'm with you on Cousins as well. I mean, again, I think the weather could be a little bit of an overblown aspect of today. I know we've talked a lot about the wind going on in the Northeast here. So some people going off of worried about Ty God or Howell or Allen and all that. But Cousins is definitely the play we want here today. Lewis wants to know, half PPR, one flex, Dubs, Moss, Samuel, Waller, Freeman.
Just one. I'm not going to start Zach Moss going up against the Browns, especially because we don't know what that's going to look like. I think the guy I want to lean into here is
So just adding
Romeo.
more context to it. Sorry to cut you off here. So 1 point for every
Yeah.
5 receptions, 3 points at 50 yards. So there's a lot more going to this.
There's a lot, yeah. But I'm going to go with Romeo Doubs here because I think this game is going to be one where they have to throw, and Christian Watson's the one that's going to get the one good player on the Broncos defense in Patrick Surtain. So I like Doubs. And John,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dubs and Foreman. I guess these are different leagues, but he has very similar players. So Dubs and Foreman for me on this one, and then we go back to this one. I think I'm gonna go Dubs.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
do it.
And then this one, he has. I have James Cook starting with Bijan, Lat Murray stealing TDs. Would you play Lat over James Cook? I guess.
James Cook starting with Bijan. No, I think you still got to go with James Cook,
Yeah.
even though Murray's getting like kind of the weird usage. Even if it's 50-50, I still side with James Cook.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tua or Herbert?
You're the QB whisperer, John. I want to hear your thoughts on this one because Justin Herbert is in a smash spot, but I feel like I can't bench Tua the way he's playing. I mean, you have two of the top 5 quarterbacks this week, right?
So here's what I'm gonna say about this situation here, because we went over to this when Miami played Buffalo when they were going all over the place. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? They haven't really faced a good defense yet, and they're going to be on the road. And they went into Buffalo, and obviously A-Chain had a big day, but the passing offense didn't really do too much. With Slay back, with Jalen Carter back, I worry a little bit about Miami having to go on the road against a good defense in Philadelphia here. So I'm going to go with Justin Herbert this week.
Yep. I love it. Shoot out, baby.
Johnny J can't decide between Laporta or Waller. Tight end day here. Cooper, where we going?
So, yeah, so I'm actually still going to, even as probably the biggest Waller supporter, I'm still going to start Laporta. And here's why. You look at it, and the numbers would say that the Ravens are the best team versus the tight ends, and they probably are in the top half, the top 15 or so, because they have, guys like Kyle Hamilton and the linebacker there, Roquan Smith. But the thing is, when you go through and look, they really haven't faced many great tight ends. Freiermuth was out for that matchup. They went against the Colts. And the one tight end that's even decent they faced, David Njoku, still caught 6 of 7 targets. So I think Laporta is going to be just fine today. You really can't go away from him, even if you have Waller.
Yeah, and he says he's starting Gibbs or St. Brown. Listen, if that's the case, you still play Laporta because you don't want to not play him because you're playing the other two, and then Laporta be the one to get the touchdown. If you're going to go all in on the offense, just go all in on the offense and get all the production, because whoever scores is more likely coming out of those 3 on that team today. So
exactly. And you look at that game with the 43.5 over under. The Giants game has the lowest over under of any game this week. It's like 37. That could easily be the lowest scoring game. So just load up on the games that should be better.
Yeah. RB2 position, Zeke, Darrell Henderson, Keontae Ingram today.
Good Lord. I think I'm just going to start Zeke because I think the other ones are going to be splits. You might as well go with the split that we know is just 2 guys, because Keontae Ingram was part of a 3-man split, and Darrell Henderson is part of a who the hell knows split. So, yeah, go with Zeke.
Yep. We have pick 3 full PPR, Judy, Rondale, Najee, Darrell Henderson, Wan'Dale Robinson, Rashee Rice.
Man, I love Wan'Dale Robinson today. Wan'Dale Robinson's gotten, even the game he played 22% of the snaps, he's gotten at least 5 targets in every game. He's gotten he's gotten a carry in 2 of the 4 games, right? 8 targets last week. Wan'Dale, I think, is my number 1 option out of that crew. Is anybody else that jumps out at you, John, that you say I got to get him in there?
Not really. I will say we are getting some breaking news right now. Adam Schefter just tweeted all signs point to Christian McCaffrey playing Monday night. So those of you who have Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell, Christian McCaffrey questions this week, according to Adam Schefter right now, all signs are pointing to CMC playing this weekend. So good news there if you're a McCaffrey manager.
Yeah. I mean, good news if you're a McCaffrey manager, and good news, honestly, if you have Elijah Mitchell and Jordan Mason, because it just saves you now. Like the fact that we're getting that information now, we could have easily got this information tomorrow at 11
right, or after 1 o'clock or something like that, and you're locking in, other guys ahead of them. So
yeah, so for me, I'm going to round this one out. I'm just going to start Judy and Najee Harris, just because as much as I want to start Rashee Rice, but he hasn't even played a 50% snap.
I would play Rashee Rice, Najee Harris, and Jerry Jeudy.
No, I'm starting Wandale Robinson number 1 out of all those guys.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%. So
Okay.
for me, I'm going to go Judy, Najee, Wandale.
Okay.
But I mean, he's gotten the most consistent targets of any of them.
Sure. Well, you just said that it's not the lowest game total on the board. There's win there.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're picking between Laporta and Waller, then yeah. But when you're picking between Darrell Henderson and these guys, then yeah,
we're really picking between Rashee Rice and Wandale Robinson, I think here. So
okay, well, yeah, one guy plays less than half the snaps.
Sure. Well, yeah, as in a game total of 48.
Well, if you want to bench some, I mean, you could go in full PPR. You go Judy, Wandale, Rashee Rice too, if you want.
Good. I'm okay actually not playing Najee Harris there.
I think that's probably what you should do.
Yeah. Rice, Wandale, and Judy for me. Again, no Watson. I don't care what Mecole Hardman's is doing there. So I could see Rashee Rice playing more today. Richard wants to know Geno or Howell.
I like Geno against the Cardinals. Just play it safe. Go with the game where we know that they're going to win. Like honestly, and if they don't win, then Geno's going to have to throw. It's kind of nice on both sides, right, John?
Yeah, I like the matchup for him. I know some people worried about potentially no Metcalf today hurting Geno, and everybody is playing Kenneth Walker, but I still think you have to go with Geno Smith here. Daggers wants to know tight end premium: Ertz, Mayer, Wilson, Moore. Need 2.
Can't really trust Ertz at this point.
Or I guess he could drop 1 or 2 for Downs and Jonnu Smith are on waiver wires. So
I'd probably drop Ertz and start Josh Downs. Ertz last week, he actually played fewer snaps than Trey McBride. It's not trending in the right direction for Zach Ertz. So I would drop Zach Ertz and start Josh Downs.
Yep, I'm with you there. Next question here from Chris. PPR or Amari Cooper today? Or half point PPR? Cook or Amari Cooper?
I like Amari Cooper going up against the Colts.
Yep,
for sure.
100%. Half point PPR: Metcalf, Moore, or Watson.
Oh man, so every one of those has warts, right? Like Metcalf is banged up. Watson's going up against Patrick Surtain, and DJ Moore has a backup quarterback. John, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go Watson. I'm not really worried about Surtain. They take deep shots with them. Even with Surtain, that team is still the worst rated team against the pass. Like everybody's throwing out. It didn't stop DJ Moore from scoring a bajillion points against them. So
they let up 70 points in the game.
Yeah. So cool. Glad Surtain's out there. No one else is out there. Right. Chris has a trade question. Chris, he wants to know, he's being offered Jefferson for McLaurin because his manager's in a pinch. Well, here's the deal. Why would you want to help out another manager? If they're in a pinch, keep them in that pinch and don't trade for a guy who literally may not play again this season. We don't know. If the Vikings keep losing, Jefferson is going to be reevaluated at 4 weeks and is expected to miss anywhere 6 to 8. So I have no interest in Justin Jefferson. Coop, don't even do it. There's no reason.
Look at the wide receivers he posted. He's not starting McLaurin.
Who cares? Why help out another manager and give them a healthy player? Let them have the injured player. Let them have him. No reason to take the risk.
Yeah, JJ might not play. That's the thing.
If JJ may not play. You'd be giving him McLaurin for free. Let him take the risk.
Down the stretch, if his wide receivers are JJ, Adams, and Thielen,
his receivers are fine as they are with McLaurin.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't help. I'm saying don't do it because you're helping the other guy out, but I still kind of like it.
No, that trade is trash. Do not do that deal.
You shouldn't.
Ann says, "Good morning. Excellent. Stevenson or Cook in a PPR."
James, you got to go with James Cook. I think that the Patriots are going to kind of roll over today.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Though the news of Bill Belichick signing a secret extension during the offseason is disheartening. So,
secret extension, dude.
Yeah, Rappaport saying that Belichick signed an extension during the offseason that was not reported, but is now being leaked. So all the talk of him being fired seems less likely.
My policy on it is that, honestly, at this point, Bill Belichick has done enough. He's built an entire shopping plaza over there with Super Bowl wins that whatever they want to do, I'm in, man. If they want to keep Belichick, then great. He's a legendary all-time coach. Let him hang.
He doesn't. I don't think he's got a feel for it anymore, Coop. Cliff wants to know flex, Dubs, Davis, or Freeman.
I like Romeo Dubs. Can't go Freeman, man. It's too risky.
I like all Green Bay receivers today. Musgrave is everybody's on as Britt said during the morning show, the Musgravy train today. So
let's go, dude. Yeah, I mean, 40. The game has an actual 45-point over under. I mean, half of there's a bunch of these games that are like 37,
Yeah.
38. Like, ew.
Yep. Should I start McCaffrey this Monday or sit him for Chicago Donta Foreman? Listen,
Sorry, McCaffrey.
Schefter is saying McCaffrey's trending towards playing, so I got to go McCaffrey against the Vikings here over Donta Foreman.
Just Chris, just try and see if you can get a Mason or a Mitchell on your bench if it's possible. You know what I mean? But I'd start McCaffrey, and I would even go as far as to, if Foreman's the worst player on your team, then drop him for Mitchell or Mason just so you have something.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna not play McCaffrey this week if he's active. That's just the way to go. Again, tough that it's Monday night, but Schefter's saying he's trending towards playing. Crucial flux question: Watson or Rashee Rice? Scoop.
That's tough. I think you're still going to go with the full-time player in Watson. I love Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is a guy where I have him in so many leagues, and the moment he plays, even I need like what John, 65%, 70% of the snaps.
So you don't think he plays any more with Justin Watson not playing today?
They rotate everybody. They have MVS and Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney.
Yeah,
Justin Ross
took like 40-45% of the snaps. He's now out.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Watson is a bigger player.
49% last week. You don't think he plays any more?
Well, you're projecting an increase, whereas Christian Watson's already there.
Sure, no, I agree with you, but I'm just saying from the Rice analysis, like
I think what I'm saying is that if he had played, like if we could guarantee it, then I'd be dialed in. If he comes out and plays 65% this week, then I'll be starting him in a lot of lineups moving forward. It's just so hard to start a guy that has yet to play more than half the snaps.
Yeah. True, 49% last week. He had a 51% and a 46%. So I mean, he's playing about half in 3 of the last 4. So that's why I'm kind of
juice him up. I like him in DFS.
I think he gets juiced up.
DFS, I like him.
Going Romeo Dubs over Najee Harris today.
Yeah.
Jorge, Foreman, Rice, or Gibbs?
I like Gibbs, man. I've been off Gibbs, but 17 carries last time David Montgomery was out. Craig Reynolds will probably score a rushing touchdown, and you'll probably be like, oh, but still, Gibbs is going to get enough work to be good on his own.
They gave Gibbs 18 carries, I think it was, or 17 carries against Baltimore a couple weeks ago. So they're willing to give him the workload. And in that game, he only had 1 catch. I have to believe he'll be more involved in the passing game.
For sure.
Trevor wants to know, 12-team PPR ravaged by injuries, you and everybody else, my friend.
Yeah.
Algier, Freeman, or Henderson today?
So this is the question, John. Do you go with the safe play, or do you roll the dice? Because
I'm playing Tyler Algier.
Yeah, so Algier's a safe play, and that's probably what you should do. I mean, he routinely gets 10 carries,
double-digit carries, and as frustrating as it is, he still gets red zone work, dude. So like, there is a chance he scores a touchdown today,
right? Like, and the thing is, if you're a defensive coordinator, like, just the fact I did look at the snap counts every week. This guy only plays 20 snaps and he gets the ball 13 or 14 times. Right. I mean, if you're a defensive coordinator, you got to know, like, if that guy goes in the game, he's going to get a handoff, right?
It was like the Damian Harris tell for the Patriots a couple of years ago, right? It was like whoever it was, like whenever he's on the field, he's touching the ball 100% of the time.
For sure. Yeah, it's kind of like Rashee Rice, dude.
Like,
he ran 10 routes and had 5
targets.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. You know, there's
Aaron Jones today, he picked up AJ Dillon as insurance. If Aaron Jones is active, you're playing Aaron Jones. If Aaron Jones is active, you're definitely not playing AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon stinks. The thing is, if Aaron Jones isn't active, then Patrick Taylor is going to be still doing the Aaron Jones stuff, which is the stuff we want. We want the guy in space doing the explosive plays. So
obviously, if Aaron Jones is out, you're going to play AJ Dillon, but you're going to play Aaron Jones if he's active. That's just the way it's going to go. Tight end question: Laporta or Goddard?
Still Laporta over Goddard, though I do like Goddard this week. Against Miami. There's a lot of good matchup. It's like like the tight end apocalypse is coming up in over weeks 9, 10, 11. Pretty much every major tight end's on bye, and of course this week a bunch of them have good matchups. So they never spread it out.
Everybody's tuning in chat. I want to let you know we do have the list of questions, so you don't need to write your question twice. If you're over on Twitch, maybe you don't see the stream of questions that we have here, but I promise you we see your questions. We will get to them. Don't need to double enter them. We're working our way down as we go. Jed wants to know, full PPR, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson.
Amari.
Yeah, Amari.
I like Deontay Johnson. I'm really rooting for him to have a good day, but I don't have him in many lineups.
Yeah, Amari is one of my favorite wide receivers today. I think that team is fine. Scott Fishbowl question for Ann. Hoyer, Tyrod, Pickett needs 2 of them.
Why do I like Tyrod, dude? What do you think about
The
Tyrod,
mobility,
John?
I think.
Yeah. So I'm going Tyrod, and then what do you think on the other one? Pickett or Hoyer?
It's probably Hoyer.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's probably Hoyer.
Hoyer, on the previous show, on the series show, Howard was going through one of his Hoyer DFS lineups, and I gotta say that my first thought was gross, but then once I heard the players you can get in when you do it, I made one too.
Yeah, you can fit in everybody.
Yeah.
Russ wants to know, need a quarterback, Ritter, Hoyer, Pickett, or PJ Walker I don't think is playing today. So Desmond Ritter, Brian Hoyer, Kenny Pickett.
This question is 100% on you, the QB.
I'm going to go Desmond Ritter today.
Yeah, he's been kind of chucking 300.
He's got mobility too. He's running for touchdowns, and they get in the red zone. They do that little play action rollout, and he scores on it. So
there you go.
Down there, Metcalf isn't available, or if Metcalf can't play, Sutton or Osborne is available. If Metcalf can't play, so would you play Sutton or Osborne if Metcalf doesn't go today?
Yeah. Jair Alexander is questionable, but I think he's going to play.
Yeah.
If Jair Alexander were out, I would definitely say Sutton, but I might go KJ.
Osborne still has the 49ers, so it's not like it's a...
Yeah, it's not great either. I guess just start Sutton.
Yeah, I would go Sutton. Ian wants to know, Hollywood or DK? I'm going Hollywood.
Yeah, if DK plays, though, then start DK, but Hollywood.
Yeah. Same game. I mean, you'll know, Dan. It's the same game, so
it's same game. Yeah,
you'll be fine. But I like Hollywood today. He was like one of the first players that put in my DFS lineups this week. Jack wants to know super flex and a half PPR: DK, Minshew, Algier, or Reynolds.
Super flex, Minshew.
Yeah, man, against the Browns, you think he outproduces again DK Metcalf? He says his only replacement would be to play Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, DK.
Can you pick up like Jake Bobo in case DK doesn't play? Because like I would play Bobo over Gainwell.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd play Bobo over Gainwell. This is what I would do. I would put Minshew in there, and if at some point before 1 o'clock somebody comes out and says, "Hey, DK's definitely playing," then put DK in.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, I don't think Craig Reynolds is worthy of probably being rostered. So if you wanted to have a backup for DK Metcalf, I think Bobo would probably be that guy today. Mm-hmm. Myers or Flowers, full PPR?
I'm going Jacoby Myers, man. Yeah. He's been great. And Flowers, again, he's going to get.
Detroit's defense is tough, man.
And they're pretty tough defense. So yeah,
they got some wind in that game as well. Listen. I said it on the morning show. I said it on our show on Wednesday. Said it on the DFS show on Friday. The Josh McDaniels offense, he just has a bunch of guys that know how to play in it, right? Mm-hmm. Ryan Hoyer's the quarterback today. Jacoby Myers knows the system. It's going to be a lot of soft throws against the Chicago Bears defense, I think, for Jacoby Myers today. So
exactly, dude. It's not like Tyson Bagent coming in playing his first game ever. Like this guy's Brian Hoyer's a 10-year veteran, right? Like he knows how to play. It's just the upside's not going to be amazing, but like he knows the full offense, and the guys like Jacoby Myers are going to be perfect.
Yeah, even if Jacoby Myers doesn't find the end zone today, he could still end up with like 6 for 80 or something like that and pay you off. Love or Howell's a quarterback question. I'm going to go Love here.
Love, yeah, we like Love.
Cliff wants to know Davis, Romeo Doubs, Royce Freeman. I'm going to go Romeo.
Yep.
Romeo for me. Lewis said it's 2 different leagues. I think we answered this one. One.
Yeah, you said Dubs and
Foreman.
Yeah.
Yep. Jason wants to know Taylor, Gibbs, Ramondre Stevenson need 4-point PPR. What? 4-point PPR?
Well, then Gibbs definitely, right? Yeah, you got to go Gibbs, dude. Even if it's just regardless of format, it's Gibbs.
Yeah,
because Jonathan Taylor, like we are hoping that the split goes from where it was kind of closer to 50-50 up to 60 or 70% for him, but he also gets the toughest defense in the league.
Yeah. Half PPR, pick 1, Javonte Williams, Michael Pittman, Jameson Williams.
Nah, I can't go JMO. Even
what was Marvin Jones snap share?
He was playing like 60 or
15% maybe.
No, he was playing a decent amount. But
he played 29% last week.
So it doesn't really matter. I think
unless Pittman, like all those snaps go to Jameson Williams, I guess like that.
I kind of still want to go Pittman here.
Pittman against Cleveland.
That's the problem. That's it would be auto. If it was any other matchup, it would probably be automatically Pittman. But that Browns defense is so good, dude.
I know.
Let's go Javonte.
I'm gonna go Javonte. I was gonna say I might go Javonte Williams. I might go that. It's Jameson or Javonte. Will, if you want to just flip a coin, we're not going Pittman there though today. Archie wants to know Donta Foreman. I have him in all my DFS lineups. He should get 15 to 18 carries today.
We know exactly what Donta Foreman is. He's not going to catch a bunch of passes, but last year he walked in off the street onto a Panthers team that was one of the worst in the league and ran for the same number of yards that Austin
Christian McCaffrey, and everyone's like, "Oh, what are they going to do?" And then Donta Foreman steps up. He's like, "Watch me."
He had one less rushing yard than Austin Eckler, who is the RB1 in fantasy football. So Donta Foreman can run the ball when needed. So I think he should be fine.
Yep, I'm with you. Let's see. Ertz or McBride Cotton.
That is real bad, dude. That is real bad.
I still think you play Ertz. What do you think? Do you think McBride got the run because that game was over?
Honestly, you still play Ertz because even though the snaps favored McBride, Ertz still ran more routes.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, that's all we care about for fantasy football. So I don't care if one guy's going to go in because he's a better blocker, then I don't care. So yeah,
I think that was like a 20-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Ertz played more wide receiver snaps. He ran more routes. It's still Ertz over McBride. We just have to keep an eye on it because if the trend continues and you get a Mayer Hooper situation, then it's over for Ertz, right?
Agreed.
But as of now, it's not.
Need 2.5 PPR, 2 running backs and a flex and a half PPR. Jones, Ford, Cook, and Addison here.
Definitely starting Aaron Jones. Definitely starting Jordan Addison.
Okay.
So it's Jerome Ford or James.
Bender loves Jerome Ford.
I know he does. I am a little worried about Kareem Hunt, but I mean, it is a good matchup. I think I'm going to go Jerome Ford.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Well, that's what I said too. I said Kareem Hunt got 12 carries last week and scored a touchdown. So like,
but on the flip side, James Cook played 30 snaps. Latavius Murray played 30 snaps, and Latavius Murray gets the goal line in the red zone. So I think that's timeshare actually might even be more scary than the
Kareem Hunt last week, 12 for 47, then 3 catches on 3 targets for 24 yards. Played 38% of the offensive snaps. So.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think I'm probably sitting James Cook here. The Patriots defense actually isn't that bad. It's the offense that's so bad, and it puts the defense in some bad positions.
Yeah, they're tired, dude.
Yeah. Howell, Gibbs, Meyer, or Love, Robinson, Musgrave? So there must be a DFS question here today.
It looks like DFS. If it's not DFS, then it's Love, Gibbs, Musgrave.
I think it's definitely a DFS question.
Wait. Robinson is Bijan or Brian?
It's a good question. Is it Bijan or Brian?
Which B Price? Robinson? Let us know, Jeff. If it's B
and Meyer must be Mayer, right?
Yeah, it is Mayer. Yep. So I think I like the bottom one. If it's DFS if it's Bijan Robinson, not Brian.
Yeah, I know Brian Robinson's not terrible either. It's Brian. Okay, so it's Brian Robinson, Jordan Love, Brian Robinson, and Musgrave. You get the stack here with Love and Musgrave. Gibbs against Baltimore.
Yeah, go Love. Go with the bottom one.
Yeah, go with the bottom one. Love, Robinson, and Musgrave there.
Yeah.
Kevin wants to know Jacoby Myers is 8 flowers and a half PPR.
We already said we'd like Myers.
Yeah. Edward says, good morning. If Hunt doesn't go, would I play Rachaad White or Kenneth Gainwell? Well, definitely Rachaad White.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you play Rachaad White over Kareem Hunt today?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
I think he's wondering
all the work. So
yeah, Rachaad White. Just got to hold your nose and start a guy that's actually playing all the snaps.
Yeah. Yep. Got to start 3 of the 5 here. Mostert, obviously, in. Jonathan Taylor, Jerome Ford, Ramondre Stevenson, Brian Robinson. So I might just start the first 3.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Palmer or Bourne today? I'm gonna go Palmer in that one.
Palmer, yeah. Palmer played more snaps than Keenan Allen.
Yeah, and again, I like Bourne, but Juju's back, and if he doesn't play when Juju plays, so
and this is why you got to watch the games because
Josh Juju in or out? He's questionable, right? Questionable play. I think he's gonna play though today.
You got to watch the games because, like, if you watch that game, Josh Palmer looked better than even the numbers would indicate. He was very clear. Same with Darren Waller. Darren Waller got pass interfered with twice to end the game. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like that doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but 2 end zone targets with the game on the line makes you feel good about the player.
I agree. Even though I don't know if that was the call I would have done. I would have given it to Saquon and just let him
After the first pass interference, you just give it to your best player.
Give it to your best player. Let him do it. Half PPR need 2. Watson, Dubs, Hill, or Jameson.
Need 2. Oh, the first 2, Watson and Dubs.
Kareem Hunt officially active today, by the way, for those who were questioning. So
nice. Yeah, we'll pull up. We might not pull up all. We have a ton of questions today, so we might not pull up the actives and go through all of them. But if there's anything that surprises us, I will definitely let you know. I'm gonna have it up on my other screen here, tracking all of it. So I'll let you guys know what's going on.
Is it weird? I like both Packers wide receivers here. In this question here, Coop.
Why not?
Yeah, I think I'd play both.
Yeah, the first 2 for sure, absolutely. Yeah. Dude. Don't worry about that. Just don't worry about. Just that game is a 1-point spread or 1.5 with a 45-point over under. Yeah. That's kind of the conditions we want, right?
Jameson Williams only played 23% of the offensive.
Can't trust that guy. Can't trust that guy. He's a best ball. Best ball. You got to feel good about the possibilities. He's a field stretcher for the time being. That's his only job right now.
Start 2 of 3. Flowers, Moore, or Jonathan Taylor.
Definitely going to start Flowers. Yeah. Don't like the matchup for JT, but DJ Moore's got just such a wild card QB. John, what do you think?
No, I agree with you. I think I still go Jonathan Taylor here.
Yeah.
Because he's a game breaker, right? Like he can tough defense, and he can be still a guy that goes and does it all himself. So
yes, yep.
This is going back to the Justin Jefferson question. He's not the same division. I don't. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not giving.
Okay.
I'm still not giving somebody a player though.
Do it.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
I'm not doing it.
You shouldn't do it. Do it.
I'm not.
Justin
Jefferson doesn't help you and may not help you at all. Terry McLaurin at least is playing.
It's a very risky move that, I mean, if you lose to the guy in the championship that has Terry McLaurin because you did that and Justin Jefferson doesn't play, then you'd have egg all over your face. But it is kind of a fun trade. So
your team is fine. Do not do that deal. Craig Reynolds is officially active today, as we figured. Wan'Dale Robinson, Deontay Johnson, Rashard White in the PPR.
I love Wan'Dale Robinson, man. Shout out Josh Cole's the hamburger in the chat, baby. I love Wan'Dale. I might have the blinders on, but I mean, this guy, even with the partial snap share where they're getting ramped up, 5 targets in every single game. He got 8 last week. He's gotten carries in 2 out of 4 games. He practiced on Thursday this week, which he has not practiced on a Thursday all year long, indicating that this guy, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with Wan'Dale of these trio here. Yeah. Deontay's just coming back, so I don't really know what to expect from him. And then Rashad White's mostly just sucked. So
for sure. And I mean, dude, the scary thing for Deontay is that look at Pat Freiermuth, look at Greg Dulcich, man. Like, you never know. A little tweak of that hammy, and you just started a guy that got 0 points, dude.
Yeah.
Luckily, Freiermuth did it in practice instead of Dulcich. Dulcich played 11. Dulcich got through 11 snaps, and then he was done.
Immediately got hurt again.
Have to be very
Metcalf
careful.
or Addison and a half PPR.
I think it might be, even if Metcalf plays, it might be Addison.
Okay. I'm fine.
The 49ers. God
damn. It is the 49ers. I think the matchup here. I still think.
I think it's
because I don't know if Metcalf is active, like he's likely to, I just worry about re-injury or aggravating that.
Yeah, I think it's Addison still.
Go with the healthier player. He's still going to get targets if they're trailing. If they're ahead, it's probably because he did something. So
yeah, Kirk Cousins, he don't back down, dude. He'll lose by 50 if he has to.
We got a tight end question: Jonnu, Musgrave, Thomas, or Mayer and a half PPR.
I'm still going Logan Thomas, dude. Love Logan Thomas. I'm willing to forgive last week's transgressions. I think that of those guys, he's the best bet. And everyone loves Musgrave this week. I'm at least slightly worried because the Broncos have not had Justin Simmons for a lot of these games. I mean, he came out and picked off Patrick Mahomes last week, and Mahomes said, this guy always picks me off. Well, he always picks you off because he covers the tight end with Josie Jewell, and you only throw it to the tight end. So,
right.
I'm not as bullish on Musgrave as everybody else.
I have a lot more Mayer in DFS this week because he's cheaper. So
yeah, he's cheap, but it's still, he still only ran 66% of the routes. They still have Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams, and they still have Brian Hoyer quarterback.
Yeah, I actually think Brian Hoyer being the quarterback is better for Mayer.
Better than O'Connell.
Half PPR, McLaughlin, Reynolds, Algier, Ingram, or Bourne.
I got like Kendrick Bourne, dude. I mean,
my problem is that he hasn't been playing when Juju's been active. So,
yeah.
I would probably go Reynolds here personally.
Yeah. with Marvin Jones out, Reynolds will probably play the whole game.
I mean, he continues to play a lot.
Kind of does, yeah. Already,
they just don't take him out. He's their wide receiver too. That's just what it is.
Yep.
Devonta Smith, Marquise Brown, Amari Cooper. This one's a little tough. I think Amari is where I want to go.
Gotta say hi to Scamp, dude. We gotta say what's up with Scamp.
I was gonna say hi to him.
Okay, Devonta Smith.
Back to the question though.
Back to the actual thing we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Devonta, Marquise, Amari. I like Amari here.
Yep. Devonta Smith versus the Dolphins.
Oh, Juju Smith-Schuster officially inactive today.
Fire up your Bournes. Born again.
Bourne is definitely in a much better position with that news. Deshaun Watson active, Kareem Hunt active, Hunter Henry active today. So
there you go.
Notable names Adam Schefter is tweeting out here. Evan Nealon and Daniel Jones both out for the Giants.
Hendog snuck a Friday practice in. He snuck a Friday in, so I was pretty confident that Hunter Henry would get in there.
Good news for Bourne, though. Go back to this question. Would you play Bourne or Reynolds then?
Yeah, with Jacoby out, I think it's Bourne.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind Bourne now that Juju's out.
When Juju's banged up, he's been the best player in the
He's been the best wide receiver on the team all season long. They just only play him when Juju's out. We went Amari here, I think. We need 1 in a 10 team PPR. Addison Judy.
I kind of like Judy.
Yeah, I'm going to go Judy here. Could pick up Jerome Ford or Donta Foreman. I don't know who you'd be dropping, though, Margaret. Let us know who you drop.
Yeah, let us know who you drop.
Ramondre or Javonte?
Javonte, dude.
Yeah. Our buddy Dan needs 2 for PPR. Reynolds, Moss, Javonte, Algier, or could pick up a Ram. I think I'm going the last 2.
The last 2, Javonte and Algier, for sure. Yeah. Craig Reynolds is like,
he's been hurt all week. So, and Gibbs got 17 carries still the last time.
And what does it look like? Like, even if Reynolds hits the upside we're predicting for him, what does it look like? 30 yards and a touchdown?
For a touchdown? Yeah, something like that. Pick 2, Doubs, Godwin, or Pickens. Probably the first 2 for me.
First 2, definitely for me, yeah. Pickens, I'm a little worried about, man. I know Freiermuth is out, which is nice, but Deontay is a target machine, target monster.
Rex is trying to diversify his lineups from using Walker everywhere. Would you play Lockett or JSN for cash games? I would play Walker in cash games. Diversify your GPP lineups.
Yes.
With a Locker or JSN, but you definitely want Kenneth Walker in cash games today.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker is
he's going to be, because you're going to be playing with the ownership there. You're going to see a lot of Josh Jacobs. You're going to see a lot of Kenneth Walker and probably a lot of Isaiah Pacheco in cash games today. So
Kenneth Chalker.
JSN is definitely not a cash game play. I guess Lockett could be a cash game play, but again, I'd rather diversify in GPP.
Christian McCaffrey could have ran for 7 touchdowns against the Cardinals. If the Cardinals could do anything, Christian McCaffrey would have had 7 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Rice, Dubs, and a PPR.
Rice or Dubs?
Mm-hmm. Dubs probably, right?
Dubs probably, but I do really like Rashee Rice. I just wish he played more.
I do like Rashee Rice. But Dubs, I like Dubs is in a really great spot.
I have to get Rice in a DFS lineup after the show. That's the first thing I'm going to do.
Okay. And then Keontae or Javonte. I'm going to go Javonte here.
Yeah, for sure.
Russ wants to know Tyrod or Ritter. I'm going Ritter today. Desmond Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel or Rashee Rice.
Man, Curtis Samuel scores every week.
He does.
Carries and stuff.
For Curtis
Samuel. You got to start Curtis Samuel.
Luke saying good morning.
Morning.
Sharon wants to know Burrow's on a bye. Cousins is the backup. Would you pick up Tyrod instead? No, I would play Cousins.
Yeah.
Finally,
the Twitch gang in the chat, dude. Took you guys a half hour.
I'm gonna go
Twitch glasses for the Twitch gang, baby. Yeah, go lock it.
Tim wants to know 10 team full PPR, 2 running backs. Taylor Swift, he did that on purpose. Eckler, Walker.
Good job with that. Start Eckler and Walker.
Yeah, Eckler and Walker for sure. Let's see.
Gotta be feeling good. Elliott. Great job with the draft there because,
loaded. Taylor Swift, Eckler, Walker.
Now it looks loaded, but Swift was, if you really think about it, he was free back then, and Walker was pretty affordable. So it's not like you just
you drafted Eckler. And then Taylor fell because he was holding out. So you drafted Taylor late, probably in the 2nd round or early 3rd. And now you have Swift and Walker after that. So.
Walker, yeah, pretty good.
Rod wants to know a couple of start sits, all PPR. So Reynolds or Rondale? Reynolds for me.
Then he needs a tight end and a flex.
And then he needs a tight end and a flex. Pitts, Kittle, Wilson, Edwards.
I think you got to start. Oh man, I mean Kittle's crazy. He only has 5 catches over the last 3
No
games.
Debo though.
No Debo. Well, that's the thing. His best game, the best game for Kittle was the one with Brandon Ayuk out. So Debo's confirmed out.
Yeah,
Kittle.
He has. They did another MRI scan, revealed a fractured rib or something. He's gonna miss 2 weeks.
Ooh, there you go, Kittle for sure.
So Kittle, then the flex of that group: Pitts, Wilson, or Edwards.
I like Gus.
No, not against Detroit.
I mean, do you start Kittle and Pitts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kittle and Pitts. There you go.
Kittle and Pitts, where I'm going. And then flex and a wide receiver. Sutton, Samuel, Foreman, or Henderson. I'm definitely starting Donta Foreman as my flex. So
yeah, we
Sutton
like Foreman today. They got like Curtis Samuel, man. As crazy as that sounds.
Samuel's fine with me. Jair Alexander on Sutton. Morning to you both. Mac Jones hitting the under, probably.
I have that.
Has Mac Jones hit the over on anything this year?
I have that in underdog. They had it set at like 195. And here's the thing: is you get multiple outs. You get not just the possibility that he just flat out is under.
He might get pulled.
You also, you get the out that he could get hurt. You get the out that he could get pulled. There's like 3 outs there.
Crazy. I gotta go under here. And it's windy. I'm hearing the wind outside my window. Coop, you live by the stadium.
I live right here. It's windy when I was walking the dog earlier.
Yeah. Full PPR, I need 3 of the 4. Latavius, Donta, Ingram, Wilson. So definitely locking in Donta Foreman as 1. Thoughts on the other 3?
I like Latavius Murray. I like the fact that he's getting half the snaps and he's getting pass downs and goal line. It's like the analogy I had for it was Melvin Gordon's rookie year, where Melvin Gordon was carrying the water up and down the field, and then Danny Woodhead would get the goal line and Danny Woodhead would get the third downs. That's what they're doing with Latavius Murray. So I kind of like Murray.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm good with that. Rod wants to know Higbee or Everett.
I hate both those players, to be honest with you. But I think you got to go Everett versus the Chiefs.
Yeah, probably Everett versus the Chiefs. Watson or Wilson? For me, I'm going Deshaun Watson today. That's where I'm at.
You're in, huh? Oh,
yeah,
I want to hear about that real quick.
I've been in on Deshaun this whole week. I've been in on him the whole week.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's always been a good fantasy player. I mean, still, even including the whatever games for the Browns he's played, if you sort all-time PPR, all-time points per game at quarterback in fantasy football, Deshaun Watson is top 5.
Yeah, he's in 2 of his 3 starts this year. He's got 19 or more fantasy points. What happened was, I said this to Bender, everybody looked at that primetime game against Pittsburgh and saw how poorly he played in that game. He had the 2, face mask penalties, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's lost it." And then the game against Tennessee wasn't on national television when he had 288 and 3 touchdowns, and then he got hurt. He can still play against bad teams, and that's what we have with the Colts here today. So
there you go.
Purdy or Stafford? I'm going Stafford, Byron. That's where I'm at.
Loving Stafford today. I got Stafford in some DFS.
Yes, so do I. Cooper Kupp, great. Zach Moss, Donta Foreman's a Donta Foreman for me here, Coulter.
Yeah, done deal. Got split back against the Browns is no fly zone for me, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. Bourne or Algier? I think we have to go Bourne now.
We like Bourne, man. Yeah.
Gonna have to go Bourne now with the news that Juju has been ruled out. Byron says, I also have A.J. Brown and Waddle. I need one more between Gibbs, Addison, or Sky Moore and Standard.
Not Gibbs, Gabe Davis.
What did I say?
You said Gibbs.
Gabe Davis, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore. Yeah. Standard scoring.
It's Gabe or Addison. And I think in Standard, it might be Gabe, dude.
Yeah, I worry. I mean, I don't know. I guess I worry a little bit about the weather, but you're probably not wrong. Right?
Yeah, the weather, if it's going to affect anybody, it's going to affect Gabe the most. But it's Addison.
The downfield shots that they're going to take.
Addison gets the 49ers.
Yeah.
Go Addison. Go Addison against the 49ers. I think that the Vikings, there's no way the Vikings get out of this without throwing 40 times, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So go Addison.
I think that's the way that it's going to end up playing out for them. So.
Right.
Bench one. Metcalf, Jacoby Myers, Romeo Dubs.
Metcalf is banged up. So you have the luxury to not have to worry about it.
It's true. Next question on the board.
Big guac.
Gabe Davis or She Rice, Curtis Samuel, Elijah Moore.
It's Rice or Curtis Samuel, John. What do you think? That's what I'm leaning.
probably
Elijah Moore is also quietly getting a lot of carries.
a lot of targets. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He gets a lot of targets. He hasn't been able to like convert any of those yet, but that's not really his fault, right? Like it's just he's like a 3 for 8, 3 for 7 every day, every week. So
also he's on the season. They've played 5 games and he has 8 carries. I mean, one of them was negative 20 yards. Remember that one where he just ran straight backwards?
Just kept running backwards.
I think he actually has. Does he have negative rushing yards in the season? He has 8 carries for 11 yards, but one of those was negative 20. So I don't know. I think for me, I'm still going to go Rice and Curtis Samuel though.
Yeah, that's probably where I'm going as well. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Jack. Like and subscribe, everybody.
That's my
Get notifications whenever we go. Live. We go live throughout the week. We have pretty much every single day from like 12 to 2. We have a fantasy football show. So
yeah, we're locking them down, dude. It's like
definitely tune in.
Monday, I break down the stats. Tuesday, we do waivers. Wednesday, John and I do the matchups, and then we do your trade questions after. And then Thursday, we do lineups. Friday, we do the fun stuff. We do like the DFS, the bets, all that. So we cover you all week long, man. Hit that subscribe and like, man. Jack, thank you. Shout out, brother.
Next question on the board here, Coop. What do we got?
PPR, Ford or London? I think I'm going to go. Even though I love Jerome Ford, I think I like Drake London, man. He's looked good right now. He's looked pretty good recently. No,
yeah, and he's looked good. They're throwing him the football more, which is great. I'm going to go there again. I am not as bullish on Jerome Ford as Bender is, and Britt really liked him as well today. But I see the reasoning for it.
Kareem Hunt is there.
Yeah, the opportunity is definitely going to be there for him today. So
yeah, go London.
More Devonta Smith in the PPR.
I like Devonta Smith. I don't know why. A couple of these questions, Devonta Smith has been in there, and I've been saying to myself, Devonta Smith shootout game versus Dolphins. Why not?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is a great spot for them. I know
that's Dustin. Shout out Dustin, dude.
Are a little worried about the AJ Brown and whatnot. I like DeAndre Swift. I said told this morning my showdown lineup tonight has DeAndre Swift in my captain spot. So
ooh, I like that.
Flowers, Addison, Palmer, London, pick 2.
I like Palmer. Oh man, this is where you don't start Addison against the 49ers because you can avoid it. So is it full PPR, Sean? Because Flowers is where he's ranked in my rankings in PPR versus standard or half is pretty different. I don't know, John. Where are you at with that? Palmer versus the Chiefs feels good.
I think Palmer and London are my 2 plays here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Guys, if you're over at Fantasy Farm and you have our all-pro subscription package, building out some DFS lineups, our DFS rostership numbers just got updated, so go check that out here today. Josh Palmer or Romeo Doubs for Wolverine gang here.
I like Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer. Gregory, Drake London, Jacoby Myers.
I think I'm going to go Drake London. If Jimmy G was playing, I might go Jacoby, but I don't know if I trust Hoyer that much.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm the CMC owner. I have Kenneth Walker starting. Do I wait for CMC or start Josh Jacobs? Nah, man. Play Jacobs and Walker. You're good.
Jacobs is in a great spot, too. Both of them are. Yeah.
100%. Need the last spot filled, Evans or Elliott? Gotta go Elliott, I think.
Yeah, They said Evans is going to be like the 3rd stringer.
Yeah.
Go Elliott.
You got to go Elliott there today for sure. Tough news from McVay though, right? Where they were like, yeah, Henderson and Freeman are going to play ahead of Evans today.
I know, dude. What the hell? Yeah. At least they're letting us know because we could have got rug pulled pretty bad. I don't know why coaches come out and say that. Like, why tell everybody?
I don't know. Keontae Ingram or Jeff Wilson has been activated here. Full PPR.
I'm going to go Keontae Ingram. He's the starting running back.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's a good spot against Seattle. I will say it wouldn't shock me if Jeff Wilson goes out there, gets like 9 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown or something like that today. But,
I mean, 9 for 50 though. That's almost 5 yards a carry, and he's going against the Eagles. I think more like 9 for 30 and a touchdown.
Sure, whatever. That offense, man, with Miami, I don't know. They're fast.
But as we always say, John, if there's a pass interference in the end zone, like let's say Eagles corner just tired of getting torched by Tyreek Hill, just grabs him in the end zone, that's probably going to be a Jeff Wilson touchdown because they don't want to do QB sneaks with Tua, and they're not going to send Mostert out there. So, I mean, that's probably Wilson's job.
Yeah, No, I agree. Definitely going to be him in the red zone, I think. Javonte, or should I swap in Jaleel or Freeman? No, I'm going to play Javonte still.
Javonte. Yep, Javonte.
Rex says a ton of questions. I'll drop them off one by one. All right, Rex.
Rex is in the thing is Rex is in here all week long, so he can ask as many questions as he wants.
I think he's in our Discord too, Rex. Are you in our Discord too? Like,
if you're not, you need to get in there. And we have that. Discord, we have the best deal going right now. That crazy deal.
I'll flash the QR code for everybody here who's on isn't in the know right now. Let's try to cover your face here. Got 16 fantasyland.com/lock promo code lock. Save you $100 off our annual subscription package here. It's less than $16 a month for the entire year. Go get that opportunity here today. Get access to all of our premium content through next year, week 7, which means you get access to our fantasy football draft guide as part of your subscription package for next year, and all the goodness that comes with our premium subscription, like our Discord, where myself, Coop, Howard, Bender, the whole crew is in there answering your questions throughout the week. So go do fantasyland.com/lock, promo code lock to take advantage of today's offer.
Yeah. Our MMA guy, Mike Iannone, crushing. Our NASCAR guy, 3-time NASCAR Rider of the Year. We got you covered for all sports. You get all sports all the way around. Think about that. Back to your fantasy football drafts next year. Back to your fantasy hockey drafts next year. Back to your fantasy basketball drafts next year. This is the perfect time to get in. It covers you for baseball all the way around, football for the rest of this year, and your drafts next year. All the drafts it's perfect timing and probably the best deal I've never really seen it go much cheaper than $18-19 a month. So
$16 a month. I think today's the last day. So go to fantasyland.com/lock. Use promo code lock and take advantage of that offer and get in on the action. All right, cool. We got like 6 minutes to go here. So let's rapid fire through these. Joshua wants to know Henderson or Wilson.
I think that's where I go Henderson.
Henderson over Wilson. Okay. And then DK and pivot to Michael Wilson or Reed. What? No.
I start Kendrick Bourne over those guys. I do like Michael Wilson, but I like Michael Wilson more as a DFS play.
Yeah. Would you play Jaden Reed over DK if he's out?
No, because Jaden Reed is a part-time player.
Okay, so if DK is out, do you play Wilson or Reed? Because that's the question.
Oh, Wilson.
Okay, so if DK is out, play Wilson. Yep. Brad wants to know long questions for rapid fire, killing me. JSN and Palmer on the wire. Do I play Myers or Godwin? I don't know. He's got DK.
If you could start. Why not start Chris Godwin? What's wrong with Chris Godwin today?
Yeah, just play Godwin. That's fine.
Because Mike Evans is going to get Terrell, right? AJ Terrell is going to be going on Evans. Yeah. This is probably a Godwin smash spot in reality.
That's fine. Rex is I'm everything in Lifetime family. All right, good, Rex. I love you. Thank you. You're always welcome to ask these questions. I just wondering.
That's my.
All right, here we go. Need 2: Gabe Davis, Pickens, Osborne, Rice, Javonte.
2. I'm starting. I think I'm going to go Osborne and Javonte Williams.
Works for me. Next question: Rice, Elijah Moore, and Henderson. Pick one.
I like Rice.
Rice for me there as well. Need 2: Brian Robinson, Harris, Judy, Henderson, or Bourne. I'm gonna go Brian Robinson, and then you. What do you think for the next one, Coop?
I'm going Brian Robinson, and I think Kendrick Bourne with Juju out.
And this is a Hoyer over Minshew for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Well, yeah. Minshew gets the Browns. Yeah.
Minshew gets the Browns. Sean, you said full PPR, but I don't know.
That was the London question. Okay. London or Flowers, but I think we want London over Flowers regardless. Yeah. Still.
Henderson, JSN, or Samuel today. Samuel.
Curtis Samuel, yeah.
Samuel.
Unless DK's out, but I think you're gonna have to decide. Washington plays at 1, so you just got to get Curtis in there. If you hear that DK is out before 1 o'clock, though, I would do.
Yeah, you play Jason. I guess this is a super flex question because he threw Minshew in here. Minshew, Pittman, Taylor, Addison, or Dobbs. I'm gonna go probably Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor. I mean, if you don't trust Minshew, you can't start Pittman.
Right, exactly. London or Dobbs.
I'm going London. Upside.
London works for me. Our friend Kevin wants to know Flowers, London, Godwin.
Full PPR.
Sitting Flowers, I think.
Sit Flowers, yeah. London and Godwin.
Twitch gang needs 2 running backs are hurt. Brian Robinson or Aaron Jones today.
We like Brian Robinson today, man. Yeah. You don't have to take the risk with Jones in that situation.
I agree. Brian Branch wants to know Foreman or Moss.
Foreman. No, I do not like Moss going up against the Browns. I don't want to do it.
Pick 2, JT, Moss, McLaughlin, Freeman, Henderson. JT and
Ooh, do you start McLaughlin there, dude?
I said maybe Jaleel here.
I kind of like Jaleel there. He played more snaps than basically they put Samaje Perine on the bench. Perine only played 9 snaps, and Jaleel actually played more snaps than Javonte. So I think what they're going to do is Javonte is going to be the starting running back, and Jaleel is, I think, going to take over that Perine job, which not a bad job.
Yeah, JT and Jaleel, and then pick a tight end, Coop, Musgrave or Mayer.
In that one, I'm going to go Musgrave. Mayer, I don't like that. He still split enough with Austin Hooper. Still only played 66% of the snaps.
Okay. Mason or McLaughlin?
I mean, CMC is trending towards playing Sharon, so I think you got to go Jaleel today.
You don't think that there's a chance that Mayer just continues to ascend snap count wise?
There absolutely is a chance, but Luke Musgrave's already there. So it's like you're hoping that he becomes that. And the thing is, if he does get there, then he might surpass Musgrave for me because the Raiders do use a fullback and they do use Austin Hooper. So it's highly consolidated at the top, but he needs to get that role first.
Sure. Ani Coop in the chat saying go Rams.
Hey, let's go. Go Rams, dude. Matt Stafford, I got him in a lot of DFS lineups. I traded for Cooper Kupp in Dynasty, so I am maybe
full on Rams in there for Ani Coop.
Ani Coop's such a big Rams fan that she has been a fan for so long, going back to the Roman Gabriel days, that she had people like, oh, nice throwback gear, but she bought all that Rams gear back when they were in LA the first time.
Yeah,
like she's been to St. Louis and back. Let's go, Ani Coop.
Apes, no, I would play Flowers over the other hodgepodge of running backs that you had there.
So. Yeah.
Henderson a starter or stash? Or is Henderson or RB to stash in the Rams? Yeah.
I think so.
He knows the offense. McVay brought him in and said he's going to be active right away. So he could be the guy they lean towards till Kyron comes back.
Like he had some good games.
Bijan or Saquon today, Coop?
Oh, man. It's illegal for you to ask me that.
Yeah.
I think I love the usage for Saquon last week. What do you think, John?
I'm going to go Bijan Robinson.
In full PPR, Bijan is just such a lock for targets.
Yeah, I don't want to go Saquon against Washington in a game where they're going to have to run with the wind and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Then last question, Josh Allen or Jordan Love? I guess this is a weather concern, Coop.
It's not that windy out here, man. It's a little bit windy, but it's not. I'm going to go outside and throw a football.
I'll say if there was any quarterback that could throw through 25-mile-an-hour winds, it is Josh Allen.
It's New England here. The leaves have already turned colors, and I still got leaves on the trees, so it's not like they're coming down like crazy here. So
yeah,
I'll go out and take a peek. But
I'm seeing if we get the latest weather update here quickly before we hop off. We got another 30 seconds or so. Any updates on the Rams? No, still looking around the same. Last question of the day, Coop.
Last one.
We got Gabe Davis, Curtis Samuel, Rashee Rice.
Pick 2. I'm going to go with the second 2 guys, the upside plays. Gabe Davis, if you can avoid him today, I would. So go Curtis Samuel and Rashee Rice, man.
I agree with you there. All right, everybody. Good luck in week 7. Get in our Discord. Remember, go to fantasy.com/lock. Good luck in week 7. We'll talk to you later.
Happy National